As has become common, sparks flew at President Trump's jam-packed State of the Union address last night.
The president set a new record for just how long it went, leaning into topics including immigration enforcement, foreign affairs, and the economy. No one better to break it down for us this morning than senior political reporter Jason Whiteley, joining us in studio for Daybreak Now. Good morning.
It is good to see you guys this morning. It was a long night last night, and we're waiting on overnight polls to see exactly how things went according to voters. But this morning, the big question is, whether Trump waking up in a good mood, but whether he succeeded and accomplished all of his goals. The State of the Union did rally Republicans, but the question is, did it move Trump's poll numbers at all? And here are some of the highlights from his 1 hour and 48-minute speech.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
The State of the Union is always part politics, part theatrics. President Trump's first one of his second term, no different.
You've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
Early on, though, Trump took credit for tightening border security, fulfilling that campaign promise, lower gas prices, and stock market records.
The state of our union is strong.
But Trump did not acknowledge the rising cost of groceries or the impact of tariffs. 79 Democrats skipped the speech. Trump did get a rare moment of bipartisan applause when he called to stop members of Congress from being able to trade stocks. Then this moment happened.
If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. And you should be ashamed of yourself not standing up.
Democrats remain seated there. President Trump, though, did spend most of the speech recounting his first full year in office. But it remains to be seen whether this high-stakes moment will eventually help Republicans win this year's elections.
Clearly, lots of political theater there. If you just saw that scene, that was just one of many scenes. There were also other more touching scenes that people saw, too. The awarding the Congressional Medal of Honor to a couple of 100-year-old World War II vets, awarding the USA men's hockey team, giving them recognition and going to announce an award for them, too. A lot of political theater, which is not unusual for any president. It was an overload last night.
Yeah. Well, we always know that the party not in power has a chance to respond. That's really crucial right now because, Trump's message was probably to keep voters on the GOP bandwagon, much like we saw in 2024. The party not in power, Democrats trying to make a strike ahead of the midterm.
And Democrats need everything they can get at this point, too. They think they have a lot of ammunition here, too. They reminded voters to look around them, look at the economy, affordability, how far their paycheck can go. The cost of some groceries does remain higher. Health care remains out of reach for many, and the impact of the president's tariffs. This speech came from one of the Democrats' rising stars, the newly elected governor of Virginia, Abigail Spanberger.
Since this president took office last year, his reckless trade policies have forced American families to pay more than $1,700 each in tariff costs. Small businesses have suffered, farmers have suffered, some losing entire markets. Everyday Americans are paying the price.
So what we did not see last night with the president, no mention at all, no try to even spin the violent ICE roundups in Minneapolis. There wasn't really talk about the global standing with our close allies, Canada, Mexico, and Europe, and what's going on in Iran. We didn't get any clearer indication of what the president might do, if anything, there with the buildup of troops in the Middle East. So the news cycle on this State of the Union is likely to be short with so much else happening in the world right now.
Senior political reporter Jason Whiteley, we appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, it's still ahead this morning. ABC senior political correspondent Rachel Scott joins us live from Capitol Hill with more reaction from lawmakers after the president's State of the Union speech. That's coming up at 6:30.